Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 19, Week 6, Day 7. So today, of course, as per usual, we're going to be going over all the weekly spoilers, pretty much finishing up everything we need to go do. However, of course, several hours from now at reset time, in exactly 7 hours from now, I believe, if we go check the little timer over here, we will be doing the 8.0 grind. Where's the thing? Right there. But yeah, in 7 minutes, I wish, 7 hours from now, we will be doing that. So we'll be doing this stream, and then, sleeping, and then, we'll wake up, and, yeah, we'll keep grinding, pretty much until we faint. That's pretty much the game plan. I'm not sure how long that stream's gonna be. It could be a couple hours, could be 12 hours. I have no clue. But, we are going to try to hit 180,000 PvP points within 2 to 3 days. And our goal for tomorrow is to get every single Immortal, and to try to get them towards like level 7 so we can have all the options. But yeah, we'll be doing that at 3 a.m. exactly at reset time, which is 7 hours from now, or at reset time if you're watching this after the fact. But yeah, we'll do that pretty much all day tomorrow, all day on Tuesday. Well, you know, all day isn't probably a very long stream, not literally all day, but you know what I mean. And yeah, we'll go from there. And of course, we'll still have our 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time stream on both the next 2 nights as well. But our main game plan is to power grind as much as we possibly can to 180k. Get it ideally within a few days, maybe even 2 days if we go hard enough on it. And yeah, just get all the Immortal unlocks. I will probably buy the PvP pass this one singular time and then never again. I likely will never get it after this time, but I will likely get it this initial time just because it's the most value this time compared to any other time. And yeah, we'll go from there. But before we get into all that, well, for one, we need to wait till tomorrow. But before that, let's go over all the weekly spoilers. And there's actually something really interesting that's happening next week, which I believe is the first time ever in Gems of War. We are getting not 1, not 2, but 3 maxed kingdoms. Oh, wait, no, wait. Never mind, that's a little bit later. Oh, no, it is only 2. No, why did I think this was within the next week? Why did I think this week only had 28 days in it? Never mind. I lied. Never mind, scratch that. But we're still getting 2! We're still getting 2. I saw this earlier and it was like 3, but wait, never mind. There's enough days between those 2 days that, never mind, we're only getting 2. Scratch that. But still, we are getting 2 Max Kingdoms tomorrow. We're getting Glacial Peaks and we're getting Kazale, as both of them are getting a new troop. Kazale's getting it through the current kingdom thing, or, you know, the actual event week. And Glacial Peaks is getting it from, what, the season pass? Actually, I need to go double check. I'm not sure which one's coming from which, but let's go check it on the official posts. So we're going to be getting this little guy. Oh, one of them is from, okay, I see what happened here. I don't know, that's not the case. Oh yeah, one of them has to be from the season pass. Okay, that's what I thought. Because it's the KZL event week, but the other one's coming in through here. Which means, which one are we getting? It must be the tarot card then. It has to be the tarot card. For people who have bigger pass. That's not where it is. I'm looking for campaign. But this should be a Glacial Peaks thing then. No, Sword's Edge. Wait, where are we getting the Glacial Peaks one from then? Huh. Wait, where's the Glacial Peaks upgrade coming from then? I am confused. Because that's Sword's Edge. Where's the secondary troop that I'm not accounting for? I'm slightly confused. Where is it counting another troop? Glacial Peak. Huh. Okay, I'm confused now. I thought that was coming in through the campaign. Oh, true! All the Immortals! Duh. We're getting 10 to 11 Immortals tomorrow. Yeah, that would make sense. I kind of forgot the whole thing that we're going to be doing. I forgot one of the Immortals, because I keep thinking them as associated to PvP, which they are. But they all are also associated to a kingdom. So, the thing that's actually doing that is this guy over here. If we go over to troops and we go over to this thingy. Actually, we can see it in game too, but this one right here. The Immortal Glacia is going to be the one that is going to push it over into... oh, that's actually the new one. So yeah, we're going to have 11 Immortals. So the new one that we're getting is actually going to push it over. Which means they're paywalling it! No, I believe you can still get copies of this through the free side, the pass. You likely don't get it until way later into the pass, though. So, do be mindful of that. We don't currently know that until tomorrow, I don't believe. But I'm pretty sure you get at least enough to obtain it from the free side. I am pretty sure. I think I even saw it during, like, one of the objective thingies, but that might have been something else. It's just getting a lot of it is on the paid side. But actually getting it should still be available on free side. But anyways, let's go with the actual troops. So, as far as troops that we're getting, we have the Shale Not Pass event. We have the Crypt Worm coming into the game. Oh, so hello everyone, by the way. I didn't even do all the hellos. Let me go start from the top. Hello, Mark. Hello, Cookie. Wait, is there another teaser video? Really? Oh, we need to go watch that. Wait, where is it? Is it on the forum? Is it on their website? Because I didn't see it on their website. Is it on their YouTube? But if it's on the forum, I'll just click the link there, I guess. It's on their YouTube, and I'll get it that way. Hello, Mark. Hello, Jets. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Cookie. Hello, yeah. Hello. But yeah, we'll go watch that in a second. Hello, Andre. But yeah, Andre's correct. It is from the Immortal. I didn't account for the new one, because there's 11 Immortals. And the 11th one that's coming in as a new one is the Glacial Peaks one. Because I was could have sworn none of the initial 10 were Glacial Peaks, but it's because the new 11th one is Glacial Peaks, which is the one that's doing it. Yeah, I'm personally going to be buying the pass tomorrow, but likely only this one time, just so we can kind of show everything, see if it's worth it or not worth it, and go from there. But I'm pretty sure this will be the only time we get it, unless they reduce the price to like $5 or something. Because what you get, because you're basically just getting resources. It's not even like you're getting anything early. You're just getting more upgrades onto the Mythic, or, you know, the Immortal earlier. You're not actually getting anything unique from the pass. Or I don't believe so. It's just basically just resources and nothing else. But anyways, hello, Miss Insane Witch. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, everyone else. Anyways, so, this guy over here. This is the current, tower event troop. It looks like it has a skull effect there. Ooh, that's actually really good for towers. So it deals a bunch of damage to an enemy. And if they have a tower, obviously it does up to 5 times. Based on my ascension. And convert all skulls to doom skulls. Never mind, that does nothing. Boo. Never mind. I thought he actually got to create skulls. He just makes doom skulls. I guess that can make his damage pressure a little bit higher, but the enemy will likely get to utilize that more than you will. It also has no skull reduction, so that could actually backfire a bit. Not the greatest of invasion troops, but you know, you double up on it, you'll be fine. This might be one of the invasion events that actually do go for the double up, as he is pretty fragile, and has an ability that could potentially backfire to hit him a little bit harder, potentially, which is slightly concerning. Anyways, we got this weird looking thing of the Necroshill. From KZL, Undead Monster. It eliminates all armor from an enemy and destroy all Doom Skulls. Pretty underwhelming. Destroying all Doom Skulls doesn't really do much. Reminds me a lot of Fallen Valdis, but somehow worse. It does have Stone Skin and that haunting thing that a lot of things have been getting this season, but overall, I do not ever see this being viable, unfortunately. So yet another useless Glory Troop. And it's even epic rarity, which is really weird, because that does not seem like an epic ability. Our full armor tier is not horrible into extra turn potential, I guess, but how many board setups are you really going to have where you have enough Doom Skulls to really get value from it compared to something else, where you could be getting even more value from it? And we're getting a new useless weapon that deals some damage to the first 2 enemies, boosted by monster allies. Unfortunately, weapons like this do not do enough damage at any point in the game, unless you're like a brand new player that just started in the last few weeks. Beyond that, this is never going to get used, and even in that situation, will probably not get used. It's green-blue at 14 mana cost. If you want something that does damage in that range, just use Rowan on your team and you're good to go. Warband swap. Oh yeah, they haven't done this in like a year. We were swapping some warbands. I wish we should just overhaul the system though and just make a shop of all of them or whatever they do. But anyways, we were swapping some of the warbands around after weekly reset. Mech Masters, Hunter Pack, and Goblin Gang warbands will be replaced by Poison Fangs, Armored Legion, and Entangled Woods. So any newer players who don't have all these maxed, or anyone for that matter, if you have not gotten Hunter Masters, Hunting Pack, and Goblin Gang yet, make sure to do so. You can do so by going to the shop, going to Warbands, and getting these 3. So it's Mech Masters, Hunter Pack, and Goblin Gang. So I assume it's in the same order for everyone, in which case is the first one, the third one, and the 5th one. If these say 50 on any of them, that means you don't have it, and you ideally want to get these 3 if you have any war coins remaining. So that's, let me just double check them again. So that is Mech Masters, boom. Hunter Pack, boom. And Goblin Gang, right? Yep, and Goblin Gang. So the first one, the third one, and the 5th. Mechs, Hunter, and Goblins. Okay, make sure to get those 3, as they will be rotating out for the 3 new ones. Well, not 3 new ones, but 3 old ones. Of Poison Fangs, Armored Legion, and Entangled Woods. And what's this? Alliance Change Grace Period. After weekly reset, for the next week, players will be able to change between alliances without losing any loyalty or VP earned during the season. Okay. So, we will be utilizing this. I will probably wait until Global Chat says they've done it. So we might wait like 10, 15-ish minutes before we do this at the beginning of the stream. Just mess around normally. However, yes, we will be utilizing this. But yeah, might as well. Because we end up getting 40% extra stats. I might even use the extra stats that we get since we're going to be streaming for so long. I'm just not sure if I want the XP or the little bit of extra stats. And honestly, I kind of want the XP. So if our Central Spire is giving us max XP and we don't have the Guardians active, I think I'm just going to leave them not active. That's the game plan. Anyways. Anything else there? I think that's it. Pretty much everything we kind of already knew for the most part. Beyond that, we do have a new troop to go over, oddly enough. And is the new Immortal. If we go check over here. So this is the Immortal that will be on the paid side of the... Well, not necessarily the paid side. I'm still not 100% sure if you get any for free. It seemed like from some of the trailers, you probably will be able to. We still have a video we need to go check too, supposedly the Cookie just mentioned. So I need to go find where that is. Has anyone sent the link to it yet? Otherwise, I'll go try to fish it out on the forum and or their YouTube channel. But this is the 11th mortal that we'll be getting. So we are getting 11 new mortals tomorrow. The 10 that we already can see in-game. And then this 11th one, Immortal Glacia. She will get Glacial Peaks to 30 star. So she is required for it. As far as her ability, she deals 0.6 times her true damage. So of course, not 40% less than whatever her magic value is. Damage to 5 random enemies. Boosted by frozen enemies at a ratio that doesn't matter, which is a trend for a lot of them. And if used in Winter's Reach, will deal double damage. Okay, her ability is pretty underwhelming. Let's hope she has a good trait. She is invulnerable, and she has Permafrost. Create a freeze gem when her turns begin. Okay, she's useless. Interesting. But, yeah, that's outside of Frozen Reach, you're never going to use her. Or Winter's Reach, I mean. But yeah, you use her in Winter's Reach, and you'll never use her for anything else. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that every single mortal has true damage. It seems to be a trend that they're keeping up with. Okay, let's go see now if I can find where this video was posted. Bounty Hunter Weekend. No, we already did that. I guess it's on the forum and or their YouTube. I'll check the forum first, as it's easier to get there. As I say, as I can't find where the forum is. There it is. No wonder why I had to scroll down. No wonder why I can't see it, because it's not actually there. Shall not pass. Where is this thingy? Cookie earlier was mentioning there's another preview video. I'm not seeing any official posts that has it. Because shall not pass is the thing we just looked at. And this is not an official post. Is it up on their YouTube or what? Because this is just the this is down on the bottom of this. Official YouTube page? Okay, we'll check the official YouTube page then. Let's see. What's the easiest way to get there? We'll do it over this, I guess. Alright, to the YouTubes. YouTube.com. Let's see. Gems of War Official. Might get to it. Gems of War Official. Oh, there it is. Alright.
In every war, there are heroes, but only a few become legends. Build a team of heroes.
I'll be taking this.
Unleash powerful attacks. Command your troops and dominate your foes. Are you worthy to become the ultimate hero and conquer? Gems of War.
Yeah, that was one thing I was mentioning earlier too. And this little thingy kind of... Oh, no, don't do whatever you're doing, autoplay. Stop. Stop. Stop doing things. Actually, how do I... Wait. I will figure out how to get there. There we go. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, when I mentioned it earlier. This patch actually seems really geared towards new players. Because these Immortals are basically free. Like, unless there's some kind of hidden mechanic that I'm not comprehending yet, every single one of these Immortals you'll get within, like, your first week of playing. That's 11 mythics, plus 1 per season, which we'll be getting another one every 11 weeks. So that is at least 11 mythics, soon to be even more in the future, or mortals, I should say, that you get basically for playing for a week in the game. That's a lot of power. Like, I mentioned that her ability is, like, pretty average and not going to be used for much. But if you're a new player and you have, like, this as your best option, like, that's good damage. Like, if you're a brand new starting, the amount of damage you currently have is very, very limited. It's why you normally use Mang, while you rush Rowan and stuff like that. But this is going to be interesting in the sense that new players now always have a damage source. It might not be as good as, you know, Stellaric, Zolgoth, stuff like that. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Ossifer basically is as good as Zolgoth. But, yeah, it basically just makes it so newer players will always have a damage source now. Because you have a little bit of everything. I guess you don't really have a good support option yet. They tried doing one, but it's pretty bad, even from a new player perspective. But now you have access to an easy skull spammer, even easier to get than Keeper of Souls, while being better than it, while having a billion other additional benefits that are insanely good. So you now have skull spam, which was a big issue of early game. You didn't have a good skull spammer until later in the game. Like, the best you had is like skeleton underneath common, and then all the better ones were on legends and mythics, and to this day still kind of are. But now you have Immortal Ossifer, which will be your main skull spammer for early game. You now have pretty decent true damagers through various means that they've been adding, because almost all these have a true damage ability that all aren't that bad compared to what you can normally do in early game damage. And I would say we'd have a support troop, but unfortunately, the support troop doesn't do it correctly. There are like low rarity troops that can support better than this thing. But if nothing else, it fixes the damage source issue of early game, because you now have really good high damage casters, and you have a really good skull spammer without needing to go get all the legends and mythics that can do it better. Obviously, having them is more convenient, but it's not required to have them now. And you're going to be able to get these very, 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 very easily. Potentially even within your first week, having all 11 and all the future ones as well pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that pans out, because that gives newer players a lot of power that they generally in the past would not have had. So it doesn't make needing to get specific legends or mythics as required. So yeah, be interesting to see how that pans out. And it does seem to be what their target audience is for it. Obviously veteran players too want to go and max them out and everything. But it does seem like it'll mostly help newer players, which is why it seems like some of them might be a little bit too scaled down, because they actually are geared towards newer players more than endgame players, oddly enough. But anyways, let's start getting around to things. First things first, let's go ahead and redeem code. I think I might only be doing one tonight, just because we are going to be handing out 1.5 billion tomorrow morning, in about 6.5 hours from now. So we'll probably just do the one for now, as we'll probably have like 5 tomorrow or something, tomorrow morning. But anyways, alright, so game plan. We need to finish everything we need to go do for the week. Tributes, good to go. Complete a dungeon run. Let me go do that now. Dungeon. It's Diamond Day as well, so let me go grab our diamonds. They actually changed this a little while back. You can actually buy it without needing to do any battles. Before, you had to do one battle before you could claim it for reasons that never really made sense. Oh, we got bottom 3 instead of top 3. Boo. Anyways, obviously we'll be using Stellarix. Yeah, the Immortals are kind of interesting then. Because we were mentioning that the other week too. It's like, this seems like so geared towards newer players. And then they released that trailer, which does seem to be targeting towards newer players. Honestly, I kind of like that idea. Because that was always a big issue Gems of War has had from a new player perspective. Is I feel like you can feel like you're getting power creeped out of the game because you have no good damage, was the biggest issue in early game. Especially if you don't know how broken Rowan is. Like, let's say you never bother building a team around Rowan. The amount of damage you have is so minuscule in early game. Especially when you don't know about Rowan, Mang, and other similar things, and you're just building whatever you just get. But now you'll have access to 11 plus Immortals, even more in the future, that are all pretty decent damage sources, except for the few that are absurdly, horrifically bad. But aside from those few, they're all really decent damage sources that are absurdly accessible from starting a fresh account. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out, ultimately. As that will help a lot in bridging the gap before you have, like, any good legends or mythics. Because now you don't need any legends or mythics to build a low-rarity team. Well, not, obviously you never did in the past, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't need... Like, you now have a damage source for everything you need at this point now, without needing to have high-rarity stuff. Because one issue low-rarity has always had is damage output. Like, you can get teams to function in low-rarity, but their damage output is pretty low. But now with the Immortals, they'll basically fix it. And while the Immortals aren't, like, the highest damage sources in the game, they are way better than whatever you're going to have when you're first starting out in the game. Way, way, way better. Alright, let's go take out our gems real quick. Don't need to bother with the trade stones there. Where can we check the max level Immortal traits? I don't know. Has Terran's World updated yet? Last I recall, there is no location to do so. But if anyone is aware of one, I would love to know as well. But to my understanding, there's nowhere to check. Last I checked on Terran's World, it wasn't there. I assume Terran's World will eventually update for it. But to my understanding, it is not publicly posted anywhere. What all the Immortal traits do for all 11 Immortals. But I'm pretty sure Terran's World at some point will have the data up on it. But if anyone does know where that is, do let me know. As well as, yeah, as well. Because, to my understanding, it's not publicly posted anywhere yet. And obviously, we're not going to have a level 30 Immortal for quite a while. No one's going to. So unless it gets data mined early, we're not really going to know. Because the game itself doesn't actually show you when you hover over it, unfortunately. It just says you get the Immortal trait, but it doesn't actually say what the Immortal trait does. Like if I go hover over this, go to upgrade. Unfortunately, it does not tell me. It just says upgrade existing trait to more powerful versions. But it doesn't say what those powerful versions are. Yeah, we did that, we did that. Our guild did this, thank you, guild. Let's see, how bad did we do this week? See, we didn't go last. We finished above the person who did nothing. And tied with Ellie. Look at our high amount of contribution. Also, thank you, El Loco. Should I go give him gems again? Let's see. How much did he power grind above everyone else? I just need to keep bribing El Loco. Oh yeah, I definitely have to. Hold. That's a lot. Hold up. Alright, let me go claim these seals. I always forget to claim those too. I just leave them sitting there. Luckily they auto-claim, which is one of the reasons why I keep doing it. Oh no, our trophies are down. You should go kick everyone doing a low amount of trophy. Alright, time to kick myself. Actually, Isabel's got a low too. No, I won't kick Isabel. Is this person on break or gone? I might need to kick them. What's her name? Azala hasn't messaged me about them yet. So I assume they're just on break. But I'm not sure if I need to kick them or not. I'll find out soon. When Azala sends me the report. Anyways, what am I doing? I'm giving El Loco gems for carrying me. More so carrying the guild, but more so carrying me. Thank you. Keep carrying us. We will keep bribing you with gems. Anyways, let's see. See, that's how we do our weekly battles. We just bribe our highest contributor. It fixes every issue. Anyways, we did that. Bounty Hunter should be done. Actually bought some extra just so we'd have it done so we don't need to deal with it tonight. I guess that mostly just leaves Under Spire then. And I guess it's technically a little bit of PvP. The only thing I really have to do in PvP though is take Central for gold marks. So let me go do that real quick. I'll probably go for the Valhawk too. Do we need to upgrade? Where's my Valhawk at right now? No, we can just go for Max Sigil tomorrow, which is perfect because we'll probably be utilizing it. Oh wait, no, I can't end up doing that. Never mind. Alright, let me go for one, I guess. Let's go for basic magic. I'll catch you later, Miss Insane Witch. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. We'll clear out these battles. Clear out the little bit of Central. Get our Valhawks. Oh yeah, did we finally crack 1,000 marks? Let me go check. Have we yet officially cracked the 1,000 mark of, of the talismans? I don't think we did. If I would have done it a little bit more on vacation, I probably would have when I was seeing family. But I think I only did it like 2 out of the 7 days. Let me go check. Did we actually hit 1,000 before this update? Because this is what we've been saving all of our talismans for, is for tomorrow. Like all these victory talismans that we've been hoarding for forever, that we're getting right now, more of them, as soon as we finish out this fight. The whole reason we've been doing this comes down to tomorrow. We're about to throw down 1,000 victory talismans within like a day or 2 days, however long it takes. I might try doing them in a day. Depends how many battles we do. Gotta be very careful though, because if we lose the fight, we lose the value from the talisman. As the talisman does not get refunded. However, we have 918 talismans to use tomorrow. Technically another 5 or 6, however many you get per day. I think it was 6. But technically another 6 because of the daily thingy tomorrow. But yeah, almost 1,000 talismans. That's a lot of talismans to go use. And we'll be using most, if not all of them, tomorrow. And they give you an extra 100% VP per fight that you do. It says double, but it doesn't actually give double. It's an extra 100%. I'm not sure why they haven't changed the tooltip. It has never actually been double. Even though the card itself has always mentioned double, or the talisman. But it's always been coded as 100% extra. Even on the patch notes it was mentioned is 100% extra, not double. But for whatever reason, the tooltip in game still says double. And the main reason for this is they do not double Blood Frenzy. Blood Frenzy gives you an extra 100% VP, and the Victory Talisman also gives you an extra 100% VP. It's not multiplicit. The Talisman does not double both. It just simply stacks another 100% onto it. So in a normal fight, it is double. But if you do a Blood Frenzy, it's only 100% extra. Which means you should only be doing it on normal fights, ideally. And the main reason for this is you could lose a Blood Frenzy, whereas you're... Well, you could still lose a normal fight too, but, you know, you're less likely to. Anyways, hello, Supernova! Hello, Jets, if it didn't already say hi. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, at this point, we'll go get our Valhawks. We'll go clear this out real quick. Then we'll probably just go do a little bit of the, well, all of the Underspire, whatever we have left for it. And then we'll probably call it a wrap for tonight. So I can go get some rest. Maybe grab a quick bite to eat before I go to bed. Because we are pretty much stopping for nothing when we start at 3 a.m. tomorrow. We are just going to keep going and going and going. Maybe all the way till noon. I'm not even sure. Maybe even longer than that. Maybe shorter than that. Probably longer. I'm not sure. It depends how much PvP I can withstand. Because unfortunately, the actual gameplay of PvP, of course, is pretty much going to be unchanged. Though, I shouldn't say that. We are going to have more stats than normal. 40% extra stats than normal is not a small amount. Because, of course, we're leaving Dark Alliance. But only for a few days. So we can go get the 40% extra boost. You found a glitch? Which one? Which one from the list of hundreds of glitches that are still in the game are you referring to? Because you saying that could be anything. There are just so many. That doesn't really help lower any. Why do I keep forgetting this guy exists? There's a bunch of things. Some is a giant, blah, blah, blah. Gain an extra turn. I keep forgetting he's like an extra mana accumulator guy. If you to all but one silver mark battle and wait for the region to reset to gold marks, then do the one battle for the gold. Oh no, that's not a glitch, that's a feature. We utilize that occasionally, but not too often. But yes, you can preemptively do your silvers up to 4. Wait till it transfers to a gold, and then only have to do one fight for a gold completion. The other way that you could do this is do them when they're not blood frenzied. And then when they are blood frenzied and or gold, you then take them. But yeah, that's a strategy that's been possible. I generally don't utilize it, but I'm pretty sure it's a feature and not a glitch. Though, I don't know. It's hard to tell what's features and glitches these days. But yeah, that's been a strategy since it's been out. I just normally don't utilize it because it's not that big of a time save. But the strategy is anytime you don't have a Blood Frenzy on a location, get it to 4 battles. Then when you have a Blood Frenzy or gold mark there, you then take it. That way you only have to do a 1 battle Blood Frenzy or a 1 battle gold mark. In the case of a gold mark, it doesn't actually save time necessarily. It mostly only saves time on Blood Frenzies. Because it's like you did 5 Blood Frenzy battle, even though you only did 1 Blood Frenzy battle. So it saves you having to fight 4 harder fights. But yeah, the only reason I normally don't utilize it is I personally don't care. It's not that big a deal to do the Blood Frenzies. But you can skip 4 out of 5 Blood Frenzies when you do it that way. But you can, of course, only do it twice per day. In the sense that you can only queue up 2 going into the following day. Possibly even 1 if one of your locations has been Blood Frenzied. Am I ready for the 3 a.m. stream? Yep, I already got my caffeine. Though probably should be drinking after I wake up, not before I go to bed. I was going to grab a bite to eat, which is why I already grabbed this. I was going to have it with my meal. Because we still have some steak left with mashed potatoes and gravy. So I was going to drink this with it. But I cracked it open before the stream because I was thirsty, so I was like, ooh. Alright, what are we doing? We'll take that one over. Yeah, as soon as I finish eating, probably just going to go to the bed. That's the first thing I'm doing after I get off. Grabbing a bite to eat. Yeah, the stream will be a little bit shorter in the sense that as soon as we finish out Underspire, we're probably calling it. Also, I'm curious, how much PvP rating did we get this week? Because I did bare minimum this week. And by bare minimum, I mean the only things we did were Valhawks, and the gold battles. The ones for gold marks. We have done nothing but those 2 things. That's it. So let's see. What is our final VP at the end? Have we actually finished it yet? Oh, no, we're not even done yet. So we'll go check it after. But yeah, I want to see what the final VP count is. Because we did bare minimum for PvP this week. And of course, it can vary depending on luck and how good you do in fights and everything like that. But, yeah, I'm curious what that number is. Because a lot of weeks we've been doing a little bit above a bare minimum. This is one of the few weeks we've gone for true bare minimum. Which means whatever this is realistically like the absolute lowest we would get on a given week going forward. And it needs to be above 16,500, technically above 15,000. Because with the other gold mark thingies, or those idol thingies, whatever they're called, those are going to be enough points that it'll make up for whatever difference. So as long as you're doing about 15,000 a week, you will be hitting all rewards on Season Pass. We'll be rushing it this time around, but let's go see what the number is. Yeah, it's about 15,000. Because you need 16,350. Or in simpler, basically what this guy has. You basically need that number, or this number. This is about how much you need per week in order to get all rewards over the course of the 11-week period for PvP. However, if you're currently doing somewhere around here, you will actually hit your 16,350. The reason being is you're going to be getting little idol thingies that give you VP when you open your burning marks. And in doing so, your number will be higher per week. So even if you're only doing about 13, 14, 15,000, you'll still be hitting the 16,350 or so that you need per week. The 16,500 or so. So if you're anywhere around this area, you will be still getting all the points you need to be able to get the pass done without needing to do any extra. And if you're more so in this area, you don't need to worry about anything. You're just going to be done automatically pretty much over the course of the 11-week period. Yeah, interesting. Shouldn't be that bad. But that's assuming you're doing all dailies for PvP, though, of course. Which includes doing the monolith, doing your 3 Valhawks, and that's it. Just those 2 things. Oh, also, sorry, and doing the 30 gold mark battles, assuming you're in Dark Alliance. Anyways, alright. So, with that out of the way, don't need to do anything there. I think the only thing left that we need to go finish this week is good ol' under Spire. Let's go do it. We are in the final section, the final stretch. Buy a little bit more torches. Hopefully we'll get some dead-end rooms. So hopefully we'll actually find the boss room and not keep having to go through the final section here. By dead-end rooms, I mean the other sections. Also, hello, Tangy! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Yeah, I'm still really looking forward to this patch. I'm trying to think. Is it possible in one stream for us to hit 180,000? I feel like it is, but I'm probably going to spread it across 2 streams. Because I think we realistically have to go for like 11.5 hours. Actually, even then. Because I would have to do 18... I would have to do about 15,000 an hour. Which I guess with double is actually not that hard. The problem is I did the math earlier. We're not going to have enough to use double the whole time. Which is, I think, the biggest problem. It's actually impossible to. Well, not impossible, unless you spend gold marks to do it, which is not worth it. But otherwise, even if you've done every daily since then for Valhawks, you would not have enough gold marks, or not gold marks, enough VP tokens to do it consecutively all the way to 180,000. You would only be able to have enough if you spent gold marks on it, which is very much not worth spending them on. Are these Immortals just for PvP? No, they can be used everywhere. But you can only use 1 per team. But no, they can be used absolutely everywhere in the entire game. Well, assuming they fit the restriction of the area. They also get to bypass the restriction for their PvP area specifically. However, yeah, you can use them in Explore 12. You can use them in pet battles. You can use them in anything. Underworld. As long as they fit the restriction. And they also get to bypass the restriction for their PvP location. So, for example, if one does, like, the Mirage Pass or whatever it's called, it can always be used there, even if the restriction is not of its category. Which means every single PvP category will now have, you have at least 1 good troop to be using. Even if you lack literally everything, you'll at least have an immortal troop to use. Which will probably benefit newer players quite a huge amount, as well as anyone missing a lot of mythics. As you always have at least one troop to fall back on. Unfortunately, that one troop to fall back on is really bad in some of the categories. But for the most part, they're decent. Oh yeah, you can't use them in Arena, no. They are not draftable in Arena. Though I would love to see a higher rarity Arena. Now that we have Immortals, you know what they could do? We could have an Epic, Legend, Mythic, and Immortal Arena. Where you draft from those 4. Because now we finally have 4 categories to draft from. Could you imagine if they actually did that? And made it so the loot from it was actually good? Where you get to draft from 1 Epic, 1 Legend, 1 Mythic, and 1 Immortal. Oh wow, we got it first try. Nice. Alright, let's remember to use Lantern here. This is the Lantern one. And there's actually a Rubraf here now, though I'm not too concerned about it. It's something I've been wanting for a long time. A higher rarity arena that gives much better rewards. They actually were considering at one point. We actually did have an Epic arena at one point. Way, way, way back when. They did it as like a very short event. Back in like the first year of the game. Where they allowed Epics to be drafted. Where at the time it was Hero, Common... Yeah, I think it was Hero, Common, Rare, Ultra Rare. Whereas for that, they ended up making it Hero, Rare, Ultra Rare, Epic. So you could actually draft Epics into it. Of course, now you'll just always draft Epics into it. But I would love to just see one of all the high rarity. Epic, Legend, Mythic, Immortal now. Since they technically have a higher rarity now. Are they actually going to do something like that? Who knows? But it could be a great way to fix Arena. They still have to fix Arena directly, though, as well as fix Arena weekend events. But one step to doing that is adding a higher rarity Arena. That would ideally have actually updated loot that wouldn't be horrifically bad. Alright, speaking of not bad, purple and blue orb there. Alright, let's go finish this out. And then we got 9 torches to go use for dead end rooms. Hopefully we can find something juicy from it. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Because once that torch number hits 0, we're probably going to be calling it for tonight. So we'll be a little bit shorter stream, but that's mostly because we're doing like a 10 to 12 hour stream tomorrow, or however long it's going to be. I have no clue how long. Could be 5 hours, could be 3, could be 11, could be 12, could be 10. We're basically going to go until I'm like too tired to keep going. Or until the 12-hour mark. Whichever one happens first. Because I believe YouTube still doesn't like streams that go longer than 12 hours. Unless I fixed that since then. They may have. I actually have no clue. I know in the past they've had a big issue. Because it starts to cut off some of the video. But I haven't done it in so long that I'm actually not sure if they've changed that or not. But realistically, I highly doubt we're actually going to go for a full 12 hours. Because that means we'd be going from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Which, that's probably not happening. Yeah, we'll see how long it ultimately is. But it's very unlikely we'll be awake enough to go from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. But we'll go as long as we can. Okay, we have a double over here, but is that double dead end? It's slightly off the primary path. The problem is both of these paths you're going to have to double dip in. Which is my only concern with taking this path. But you know what? We're going to do it. The problem with going this way is you're going to have to go 2 rooms in on both sides. It's not going to be a double one-off. It's also possible it has a single path into a double path. In which case we'll probably just take the double path. Yep, that's... Did I not just say exactly that? Yeah, there's our single and double path. Obviously we'll go down the double, which should be double dead end, hopefully. And since the other one is deep enough, we might just go for it. Though I believe other side is merchant. Because I don't think we found merchant on this side, so I might just not even go that way and try one of the other sections we already found the merchant on. Because if we don't get a merchant in this double dead end, I am almost 100% certain, if we haven't found the merchant yet, that's in the other direction right there. Just because of how deep the path is going. Because merchants are similar in that they're the other room type that can go 6 deep. And that's starting to set up in a way that looks like it's going to go 6 deep. Alright, we don't not have enough damage here. And now we have even less. Sad part is we might actually lose this battle. Of all the fights to lose. I liked when these used to have 0 stats. Those were the days. But then they gave them stats for some reason. Obviously because they had none. Before they were always rendering as like the lowest possible rarity room. Like a level 1 room or something. But they fixed it after a couple weeks to actually reflect the level of the area. Because before they were basically the lowest level that they could be. But now they come in at the correct leveling for the area that they're in. Which of course was probably the intended mechanic, but unfortunate. As it did make them substantially harder. Alright, what do we have? Nothing! Disguised as 2 torches. We do have a couple paths over there. We do have a couple paths over there. Okay, let me go just full scout everywhere in the earlier sections. Even if the path is bad, like that one over there. Oh, double dead end over here. Huge. Wait. I didn't even notice this one. He just finished the week with 308,000 VP. Wow, Mark. New personal record? Nice. Oh yeah, next week is definitely going to be my personal record. Because I think the highest I've done so far is like 110,000. And we're going to be doing 180,000 in 2 days. Maybe even 1 day, who knows. No, we got merchanted. Alright, where was that other path I saw in the lower section? Because I think that's the last path we have left. Unless we want to take a deep section. Alright, hopefully this one diverges into a double dead end so we can get double the loot. Hopefully there's at least one here. Yes, I'm streaming at weekly reset. At 3 AM, which is exactly at reset time. Which is about 6 hours from now. But yeah, it's whatever the game says is next PvP season. So just check your game, and whatever it says next PvP season is, or next weekly reset, is when we're streaming. Because it's just at the game's reset time. And there are multiple areas in the game where it tells you that. The quickest one to get to is probably if you go to events. 6 hours and 16 minutes, whatever this says here. Though of course you can also go to PvP and it says when next season is. Which is the same time, 6 hours and 16 minutes. Yeah, whatever your game says there is when we're streaming. Which is exactly weekly reset time. I forgot, we still have all these boosters. We'll use them some point tomorrow. Not sure when, but at some point tomorrow we will go consume these. Alright, okay, next thing. Oh, pet rescue, do I need this? No. Alright, final thing, under Spire. Got 6 torches left. Got a double dead end over here. Yeah, we're gonna stream pretty much all day tomorrow, most likely. I want to aim for like 10 or 11 hours or so. Assuming we don't get completely tired of doing PvP over and over again. That's the grind will keep us motivated. And of course, we'll mess with the Immortals during the time as well. I definitely do not intend to finish 180,000 tomorrow. But we will get really close. Like, easily over 100,000. Alright, we did all that, we did all that. Almost full scout this place. We did all that. I have 4 torches left. Is there any path that's off-centered? Yes, this one. This one is already a 3 off. Unfortunately, it's in the final section, but I really don't have anywhere else to go. The only bad thing about that is I haven't found Merchant yet in final section. So we're going to do that and probably just find Merchant there, unfortunately. But I don't really have a choice because we full scouted everywhere else already. I guess other than here. Oh no, I could do this one. This one is lower level. This one is also lower level. You know what? Maybe it's worth doing this one. This one's only 2 off compared to the other. Problem with it is... Oh no, there's plenty of room for it to double diverge. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way, I guess. Just because it's slightly weaker to kill. It's only 1 room less steep. What's the best color for Blood Frenzy and PvP? Generally anywhere where you can use Takshaka, assuming you own triple Takshaka. So yellow, blue, and red. Otherwise, green and purple, because a Leprechaun into Thrall or a Leprechaun into Box Strider is probably your best option. But if you have Takshakas, it's blue, red, yellow. Otherwise, it's green and purple. Red's okay. I mean, wait, what's the other one? Yeah, brown is the only one that's like really bad, I would say, in the current state of the game. Mostly because of browns and powers are really underwhelming compared to what every other category has. And of course, if you don't have Takshaka, you can still run red or yellow with Ember Claw as budget Takshaka. Oh, so how is this the fight we lose to? Out of all the fights, how is this the one that can actually potentially kill us? Yeah, anything you have Grey King for can be pretty good under a pure color. Because you'll guarantee get the 4 hit. Especially if you can combine Curse with him. Like Curse Stun of some kind. Which actually, that'll be an interesting combination too. Using Ossifer with Grey King. Because they have a lot of color overlap, so they could be used in similar locations. Because they both use blue, and I believe they both use another color. Because that's blue, red... What is this other color then? There's blue, red, purple... Yeah, so they both share blue and purple. So 2 out of the 3 colors are the same. That's a combination I didn't really think about because I generally don't use Grey King too often. But yeah, you're going to be able to do Ossifer into Grey King. And use his Curse Stun into Grey King's Disable. No! Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know, I guess I take 1 battle here and just hope we get lucky. It's very unlikely. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do with 2 torches. I'll go over here. If this isn't Merchant, this could dead end within 2 battles. As long as we don't get merchanted. Yeah, Grey King 4 times silence is really good when you're using in pure color versus pure color. No! I'm gonna buy the extra lanterns. I'm just gonna full scout this week. We'll go a little bit longer. I guess we are doing almost a full-length stream. Yeah, I'll throw down the extra pack. I can't leave a double dead end like this. Because that other path could potentially be double dead end too. One of these will be Merchant, but that should still be 2 dead ends, effectively. So we're spending 100 gems for 2 dead ends. Is that worth it? No, but might as well. We came this far. This will also be one of the first few weeks in a while that we've actually 100% full scouted. Because normally I only do partial scout to save gems. But our pathing this time does allow us to do the whole thing. If we could ever win these fights. The only problem is they're all in the deep sections, so they take a little longer. Alright, there we go. Alright, was it worth it? Oh wait, I didn't buy them yet. Alright, was it worth it? Did we just waste 100 gems? Probably. But might as well. Oh, that whoop's kind of annoying. What is that? Oh, the fire goblin thingy. Alright, was it worth it? No. No, did we just get 6 torches? No. That's not allowed. Watch, every single one of these gives me more torches. It's something I've never really had happen before. If we just keep getting torches from this and then just have like a billion spare torches at the end. Somehow. Because all we keep getting from the dead ends are torches right at the end. That's why you don't full scout. Oh gosh. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that, but you know it's going to. We're gonna get torch, 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 and we'll have like 7 torches by the end. With no rooms left to scout. Yeah, both of these are gonna be double deep, it looks like. Had to make sure that we keep going. Oh, this Celestial Dragon is so nice this week. I guess this restriction is doable without it, but the quality of life from having this thing is so good. Compared to the alternative. Because Lava Dragon's not bad. It would get the job done, but take like twice as long. Ooh, that's a little deep. I feel like this is the merchant. I should stop going it deeper. Because we haven't found the merchant yet in this area. This path's going deep enough that's almost guaranteed merchant. Ah, the almighty useless wand. I still can't get over how absurdly weak that weapon is. Or that, tarot card is. Like, I know most tarot cards are horrible, but that's like a new level of horrible. Like, its final trait, I guess, is like semi-okay. But its ability only gives you 1 magic. We actually cast it for the first time ever this week. Like, I always knew it gave only 1 magic. But seeing it actually physically do it in a fight is just so hilarious. Oh, double dead end. Huge. That's the last double dead end we could take. Hopefully it's double loot room and not a merchant. Because we could easily get merchanted here. Watch us actually lose this fight. We keep doing these fights as if we're going to like auto win each time, but we actually can lose these. Because our main damage sources are also our main tank. But I'm using a tank hero, so worst comes to worst, we can just keep resummoning, I guess. As long as we take a brown every single turn, we pretty much never die on hero. At least in theory. I'll catch you later, but Jets. Thanks for stopping by. There we go. Nice. Okay, as long as this doesn't give us torches, this is our final fight of the stream then. Unless this somehow gives us torches, in which case we got to keep going. The game doesn't want us to end. It will be really funny if this gives torches, though. This would probably be the most troll torch drop we could ever get if it actually does it right now. More so than any torch we've ever received in the past. But who knows, maybe we get lucky and get the Guardian Troop. So far from using an extra 100 gems, we've gotten literally nothing. We got 2 torches so far, which of course does nothing but get us to this room. So whatever's in this loot, we spent 100 gems for, technically. Honestly, 100 gems for 2 Arania, not horrifically bad. Could be better. But that's 50 per Arania token. Not the cheapest you can ever get them, but not the worst deal ever. Of course, the time of actually doing those battles, though, of course. But there we go. That is pretty much a full scouted Underspire, actually, right? Because one of these 2 paths is Merchant. So that means there's only 1 dead end I didn't check. Because one of these 2 is Merchant. And the other one is Loot. But beyond that, we've full scouted the entire place. Which means there's only 1 dead end room I did not scout out of everything. As one of these 2 is guaranteed to be Merchant. Oh, sorry, 3 dead ends. I didn't see that one over there. Oh, wait, that one is Merchant, though. Hold up. Yeah, I was right the first time. There is only 1 dead end. Because this one's guaranteed to be Merchant because there's no Merchant in this area. And one of these 2 is guaranteed to be Merchant because there's no Merchant in this area. So yeah, there's only 1 dead end I didn't take. Because the other 2 are Merchant dead ends. So yeah, it's pretty much a full scout for all intents and purposes. Hey, Trippy's ready. Anyways, guys, I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat, head to bed, and yeah, we'll be going as soon as reset hits. As soon as 8.0 begins, truly, in 6 hours and 3 minutes at reset time. We'll be streaming for as long as we can withstand PvP. Ideally 10 plus hours, like around 10 to 12, hopefully. Though it could be shorter, I don't really know. But we'll start at 3 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, at that reset time. And we'll keep going until we faint from exhaustion. That's the game plan. And of course, our goal is within about 2 or 3 days to rush the entire 180k grind. Trying to do a good majority of it during tomorrow's stream. And of course, we'll be messing with all the Immortals and stuff like that too. And when I say all, I mean mostly Ossifer. When I say all the Immortals, I'm not referring to the other 10. I'm mostly referring to Ossifer. As he is stronger than all of them by quite a mile. The other ones are still good as you're progressing through the game as true damage options and all that, but as far as endgame is concerned, Ossifer is the only of the 11 Immortals that exist. The other 10 are very situationally, almost never going to be used, assuming you own most things in the game. But Ossifer, even in endgame, is very absurdly viable. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. And when I next see you guys, we will be truly in version 8.0. And that doesn't mean the weekly video will be late. I have no clue when I'm covering the weekly video at this point, but we will eventually cover it. But it will not be at any normal time since we'll probably just be streaming all day tomorrow. But we will eventually cover the weekly video for everything. But not before we go do the ultra mega PvP 8.0 grind. And keep in mind, you do have 11 weeks to grind this. We just happen to be doing it within like 2 days. But you do have 77 days to do so. I just plan to do it within about 2 to 3. But anyways, guys, catch you guys later. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.